YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and check out the new Road to the Final SBC card for none other than Frenkie De Jong. De Jong is a 93 rated card. He has the controlled explosive acceleration type, right footer with 5-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now, as you guys probably already know, in order to complete the SBC, it is going to cost you roughly 600 to 700,000 coins. The SBC is a Road to the Final player pick, so you can go ahead and choose between De Jong and then also Lee Kang-in. And if we're going to be completely honest, boys, I feel like everyone's going to go ahead and choose De Jong. As you guys know, he's been a very popular player throughout FC and then also previous FIFAs. We do see a bit of versatility with the card. He can play both the center mid and center defensive mid position for the 4-2-1-3 players out there. And if we go ahead and look at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card is extremely well-rounded. Now, he is Hula Gang with the lowest stat being 83 for his shooting. And honestly, with the way that the card is set up, I feel like as a box-to-box midfielder is probably the best way to go ahead and use him. If you do run the 4-2-1-3 formation, I do see a lot of people running him as a center defensive mid where he is a holding midfielder or maybe even like a deep line playmaker. The physical side to his game with the upgrades does look really solid, but the technical side is what I think is going to carry the card forward. With the Road to the Final promo, this card does have the potential of also getting a few upgrades if they do reach the final. If they do end up reaching the finals, I'm pretty sure that he does get an extra playstyle plus, and then he also becomes a 96 rated card. Now, when it comes to chemistry styles, boys, it's honestly going to come down to how you want to incorporate him in game. If you do want a little bit more defensive cover, the anchor chem style would be a really nice option. Because his passing and dribbling is already really solid, maybe if you want to use him a little bit further up the pitch, the Hunter chem style could be a really good option as well. Because he's so well rounded and because he does have a very solid setup, I mean, it's just going to come down to how you want to use him in game. Now, in terms of playstyles, he does have 10 different playstyles, the incisive pass and long ball pass playstyle pluses. And for me personally, boys, for a midfielder where he is a bit more like a playmaker, man, that's probably the two best playstyle pluses for him to have. And then he does also have the finesse shot, ping pass, tiki taka, intercept, technical flair, press proven, and trivela. So as you guys can see, he does have a very solid setup when it comes to playstyles. The only real letdown is maybe the fact that he doesn't have the anticipate or the relentless. But if you do want to implement him a little bit more like a playmaker in your starting 11 or like as a box-to-box midfielder, I feel like he does have all the ones that are really important. And when it comes to player roles, we do get a little bit of variety with the way that you can incorporate him in game. He does have 3 player role pluses. You can use him as a holding midfielder and then also as a playmaker if you do want to run him at the center mid position. And then alongside that, boys, 2 player role pluses as well, as a deep line playmaker and then also as a box-to-box midfielder. Now, as you guys know, in order to complete the SBC, it is going to cost you roughly 600,000 coins. You can also go ahead and choose Lee Kang-in if you would like. But for me personally, boys, with the way that the card is set up, De Jong is easily the better option for the SBC. With him also having the potential of getting a 3rd playstyle plus with a really solid upgrade, man, it's going to be really interesting to see whether or not it's worth picking this card up. If you guys do enjoy these FC25 play reviews and you want to see more of them on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like. Turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss an upload, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is a team we're going to be using in Foot Champions to test out the new De Jong card. We're going to be playing him at the center mid position in the 4-3-3 formation. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Road to the Final De Jong card. And as you guys know, man, De Jong, a very popular player in FC25. He does have his winter wildcards that are currently going on the market for like 400,000 coins. So it is going to be really interesting to see whether or not it's worth picking this card up. Now, first things first, man, you guys know how we like to start off every play review, and that is by testing out the card's dribbling. Now, with De Jong, he does have really nice dribbling stats. I feel like with De Jong, he does have a bit of like a normal build in game. And if we go ahead and do a little bit of left stick dribbling, boys, as you guys can see, he does keep it very close. And then on top of that, man, with the technical playstyle, the R1 dribbling is going to be really important. But yeah, man, the plan is to go ahead and incorporate him as that playmaker in the 4-3-3 formation. We need him to be very good at creating a lot of chances, and then we're also going to test out his finishing a little bit. But yeah, man, let's even get off to a good start in game number 1. De Jong, that's really good attacking positioning, 83 shooting for the card. Definitely a letdown for him. Like, I don't expect his finishing to be anything too crazy, but in those more advanced positions, hopefully, he can still bag a lot of goals. Now, very early on in the game, we can go ahead and spring into a counterattack. De Jong, I'm just going to carry the ball forward with him. I feel like the technical dribbling has actually been really good with the card. Incisive pass playstyle plus, man, that's a great addition for him. We just can't release the shot soon enough. Now, we do need a little bit of defensive cover right here. As you guys know, he does have the intercept playstyle. We did also give him the anchor chem style, so defensively, he should be quite solid. Now, a little bit of tiki-taka football right here, boys. Frenkie De Jong, couple L2, R2 taps. As you guys can see, man, very responsive as well, which is nice to see. Now, right here, boys, we're going to try to maybe overload the right-hand side, and Buemo, I'm going to just look for a cutback. Through the middle, Frenkie De Jong. That's actually really good attacking positioning. Back onto his left foot. Finesse shot playstyle. Doesn't release the shot. but we are going to find the back of the net, boys. That's actually really good attacking positioning. I feel like with the De Jong card, a lot of people are going to use him as like a CDM, where he is a little bit more like a defensive-minded midfielder. But I feel like in more advanced positions, he's actually really effective as well. Frenkie De Jong, again, is making that run. Our opponent's not really tracking those runs. De Jong, boys, that's nice, man. Really good composure right there, just to let him kind of move his center back in an even better finish. Like I said, boys, with his 83 shooting, I don't expect him to be very clinical in-game, but he should still be able to score a couple goals. Now, right here, we do need a little bit of recovery speed. Yeah, man, he gets back into position very, very easily. And that's a great tackle as well, man. No anticipate playstyle for the card, but that's a lovely tackle. Now, I do want to use the long ball pass playstyle plus a little bit more. I know that it's not as effective as it was in FC24, but it's still really good to use. Finesse shot to the near post. Off of the post, boys. So again, a little bit inconsistent when it comes to his finishing. Now, we did signal Oxlade-Chamberlain to make that run. That's actually really good sprint speed right there. Good physicality as well. I just should have released the pass a little bit sooner. The ball carrying ability on the card is incredible. Now, if we can get one more goal in this game, boys, we should be good. Now, this guy is going for like a lot of offside traps through the middle, boys. That's a great ball into Winery. Again, man, as a playmaker, I feel like you can create so many chances with him. 2 passing playstyle pluses and then also 2 regular passing playstyles. Honestly, just adds a lot of variety going forward. Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, and so far so good. As you guys can see, we are coming up against both Maldini and then also Maicon, so this is going to be a really good test. But yeah, man, for 600,000 coins, I think that is safe to say if you are looking for a new center mid in your starting 11, I think that he's a really good option. A lot of people do like to run the 4-2-1-3 formation as a CDM. He can most definitely thrive as well. The only letdown is maybe the fact that he does have a lack of defensive playstyles. But yeah, man, let's even get off to a good start in game number 2. I'm just going to go finesse shot, 4-star weak foot, finesse shot, Frenkie De Jong. Okay, long shot's not too bad. Now, if you do want to use him in a more advanced position, boys, I feel like maybe giving him like the Hunter or maybe like the hot chemistry style could be a pretty decent option. Frenkie De Jong, we do have him making that run. I'm actually going to call him short though. A little bit of patient build up. De Jong, use the ping pass playstyle. That's a great ball into Dembele. Winery, nice. One more. Zizou, low driven. Get the lucky rebound. We'll take that, boys. Again, Frenkie De Jong pulling the strings just a little bit. It is a very lucky goal, boys, but when you have Frenkie De Jong in your starting 11, I feel like the chance creation is just so nice. That's a great interception as well. I might even try to get him in behind. Now, I don't know about you guys, man, but I feel like this is going to be a very high-scoring game. Now, we can maybe use the long ball pass playstyle plus a little bit more. Or we can just go all the way. Frenkie De Jong back onto his right foot. Good left stick dribbling. Off of the crossbar, man, that's so unlucky. Good close control right there. Frenkie De Jong, just carry the ball forward. This guy's quite defensive at the moment. Good left stick dribbling again. De Jong, boys, that's so good, man. The R1 dribbling is incredible with the card. Dembele near post. Just had to release the shot a little bit sooner. Chamberlain, Winery, he is a little bit further back. Through ball into Dembele, boys. That's a lovely pass, man. That's exactly what we needed. And again, man, incisive pass playstyle plus is a great addition for the card. The long ball pass isn't bad if you do use them a little bit further back. De Jong, a little bit of space in the middle. I'm just going to go step over into like an R3 touch. There goes that physicality again, boys. Maybe did a little bit too much. Yeah, that second touch right there took it away from him. That's my bad. We do have a little bit of space down that left-hand side. A little long ball pass playstyle plus right there. That's a lovely switch, man. And like I said, boys, the long ball pass playstyle plus in like a deeper position is still really good to use. Frenkie De Jong, R1 dribbling, keeping it very close. Ping it through the middle. Dembele, finesse shot playstyle plus. That's exactly what we needed, boys. The ping pass is so good with the card. I think that it's safe to say that he's just like a very complete midfielder. Like, he can do everything really well in game. And if you are in need of a very balanced player, I think that he's probably one of the best options in the game at the moment. Chamberlain, we do have a little bit of space right here with Doumbia. De Jong, Winery is making that run. He's covered it really well. One more. De Jong, sharp turn. Go for the shot as well. I actually thought we were going to miss right there, boys. I thought that he was going to get the block, but we'll take it. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Road to the Final De Jong SBC card in a few games of FUT Champions. And I will say with the upgrades, an incredible SBC to go ahead and complete. If we go ahead and dissect his in-game stats in a bit more detail, for me personally, boys, he's a complete midfielder in FC25. Now, whether you want to play him as a center defensive mid, more like a holding midfielder, or as a box-to-box midfielder at the center mid position, I feel like he can thrive in both positions really well. We did go ahead and give the card the Anchor Chem style to get a little bit more defensive cover, because as you guys know, he does only have the intercept playstyle. But defensively, with this really high physicality, man, I think that he was rock solid. Very good at breaking up the play and advancing the ball forward, and then also pretty consistent in the tackle as well. Now, I do see him a little bit more like a playmaker slash box-to-box midfielder, because the technical side to his game is honestly just so good. Very smooth on the ball, and he can also create a lot of chances. As you guys saw in some of those highlights, the finishing wasn't anything too crazy. In those more advanced positions, he can still score a couple goals. It is just a little bit inconsistent. And if you do want to use him in a a more advanced position, you can always go ahead and give him a chem style to improve on the shooting even more. Overall, boys, I'm going to go ahead and give the value of the SBC a 9 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed using him at the center mid position in the 4-3-3 formation. Now, as you guys know, in order to complete the SBC, it is going to cost you roughly 650,000 coins, which is maybe just a tad bit expensive. But at the same time, he does also have the potential of getting a few upgrades. If he can get the 3rd playstyle plus and then also a decent upgrade to his stats, man, I think that is going to be incredible value. For me personally, boys, he's just one of those players that definitely fit this year's style of play. He can do everything really well in game. I mean, the chains creation is really good. The defensive cover is really nice as well. The only real letdown that I did notice with the card is the fact that he doesn't have the rapid or the quick step playstyle. An extra defensive playstyle would have been really nice as well. But other than that, man, I feel like he possesses all the qualities to make an incredible midfielder in game. On top of that, boys, he does also have the unique body type, which is really nice to see. If he can become a 96 rated card with the 3rd playstyle plus, man, that would honestly just be a huge W. So if you do back Barcelona to reach the final and you can get him on full chemistry, I think that it's a really good SBC to go ahead and complete, and I would definitely recommend him. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like, comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very soon. Peace.